Good morning, class. This is your English teacher, Sir Sanjay. I welcome you all to the first ever YouTube session of English for second class. Now, before we begin, I would like to tell you what we are going to learn in the sessions to come. Since this is the first session, I would just give a brief introduction as to what we are going to learn in the upcoming session, like I said. So, the textbook that we are going to read is called English Marigold Text. Okay. The textbook is named as English Marigold. Marigold. Marigold, you all know, is the name of flower. Okay, so we won't talk about that now. So, in your English Marigold text, before we move on, I would like to tell you how many units you are going to study altogether. So, there will be 5 units. Alright, class? How many units will be there if you ask? There will be a total of not 5, 10 units to be precise. So, each unit will contain one story. Okay, each unit will contain one story and then one poem. Okay, so a total of how many lessons are we going to learn? If we talk about totally 10 stories and 10 poems. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a brief highlight. The name of the book, like I said, is English Marigold Text, and there are a total of 10 units containing 10 lessons, 10 stories maybe, and then 10 poems. Okay, so what are the names of the poems and what are the stories that we are going to learn? Let's just try to find out first. So in unit 1 there is a poem by the name First Day at School, and then there is a story called Haldi's Adventure, and then in the second unit we will have a lesson by the name I am lucky. Okay, I am lucky. And then what else do we have? We have a lesson called I won't. Okay, I am lucky will be a poem and I won't will be a story. Okay, class? I guess we are clear here. Then what else do we have? Let's find out. And then in the following unit by the name called unit 3, what will we study? We'll study 2 new lessons. Okay, what are the names of the lessons? If you ask me, they'll be called a smile, which will be a poem, and then the wind and the sun. Okay, similarly in unit 4 we will study the poem called Rain, and then a story by the name Storm in the Garden. In the following unit, Zoo Manners, Funny Bunny. And then unit 6 we will read a poem called Mr. Nobody. Curly Locks and the Three Bears will be another story that we will discuss. And in 7th unit, class, I suggest you all to open your book and then check out the content page for relevance so that you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, it's the titles of the content page that I'm discussing. So, on unit 7, we will be studying a poem called On My Blackboard I Can Draw, and then there will be a story called Make It Shorter. Unit 8 will see us studying poem by the name I Am the Music Man, and then there will be a story called The Mumbai Musicians. Okay, musicians are those people who play music, right? In India there are so many famous musicians like A.R. Rahman is there, who's a music director and music composer, and there are plenty. Even in our school there is a music teacher, right? So when we attend school normally you'll get to know and learn. So in the following unit, unit 9, we will have this poem by the name Granny Granny Please Comb My Hair. Okay, then the magic porridge pot. The final lesson will teach us strange talk, and then the grasshopper and the ant. So strange talk will be the poem in the final lesson. So that will be it, class. So since today is the first official YouTube session, I felt like giving a brief introduction. Okay. Now, without any further ado, let's begin today's lesson. I have given my introduction already. I'll be taking up your English. And the first unit is supposed to be started today with a poem being called First Day at School. Okay, first day of school, first day of YouTube session. So I want you all to open your book sideways for visibility, for clear visibility. Okay, let's begin. So this is first unit, unit 1. Let's recite this poem. The name of the poem is First Day at School. See, school is something very, it's a wonderful place. We all love to be at school, isn't it? You all as a student, you must be missing coming to school and all, I'm sure. And then we as a teacher also miss interacting with you all, because these are challenging times, these are difficult times. As a result, we are changing or modifying our methods of learning. Okay, children. So now that is why, as a measure and in order not to disrupt your learning, we have come up with innovative ideas like YouTube session, then Google Meet. Okay, so the first unit is hereby started with a poem called First Day at School, written by Eileen Fisher. Okay, so let's recite the poem. You can repeat after me. Okay, first day at school. Let's begin. So, yeah, first day at school. Let's read the poem. I wonder, I'm here, class, and I'm sure all of you have opened your book a long ways. Okay, I wonder if my drawing will be as good as theirs. I wonder if they'll make me or just be full of stares. If they'll like me, rather, or just be full of stares. I wonder if my teacher will look like mom or gran. I wonder if my puppy will wonder where I am. It's written by Eileen Fisher. Okay, so I'll explain this poem briefly to you all, para by para. Okay, so here you come across a new word called wonder, isn't it? WONDR. So if you do not know this word, it will be difficult for you to understand this poem. So let's find out what is the meaning. So wonder in this poem means to be willing to know, to be willing to know something. Okay, if you feel like knowing something from someone, it could be about yourself, a thing that you have confusion about, so that is when you wonder. Okay, so there is this little kid in the poem, children, who wonders. Okay, who feels like knowing, who's amazed whether his drawing will be good as this, means whether whenever he tries to draw something, whether his drawing will be as good as his classmates. Okay, these could be classmates, could be his friends. Okay, so the little child like you all, he wonders, he is amazed whether or not his drawing will be as good as his classmates or his friends. Let's read out the second para. Second stanza, to be precise. In poem it is called stanza, and in stories and all we'll replace it with paragraph. Okay, so what is said? I wonder if they'll like me or just be full of stares. So the poet in the second stanza wonders whether his friends will like him. Okay, whether his friends will like him or whether they will be full of stares. What do you mean by full of stares, class? To stare means to look at someone. It could be angrily or in amazement. Okay. Alright, so whenever we talk about staring, we do not associate staring with friendly looking. Okay. So the poet here wonders whether his new friends will like him or whether they'll keep staring at him, maybe in angry mode or whatsoever. Clear? But he, as a young children, wonders. Even you all, maybe during your first day at school, in a new school or wherever you studied, plenty of question might be in your mind whether your teachers will like you, whether your friends will like you, whether things will be as smooth, these and that. Okay, so this is how it happens. Usually it's normal for us to wonder about certain things. Okay, so now moving on to the final para class. Again, I have a mentioned paragraph. It's stanza. Okay, so moving on to the final stanza. Let's find out what is it about. Final two stanza. I wonder if my teacher will look like mom or grand. So in the third stanza, the poet wonders about the physical feature. About what? About the physical feature, isn't it? PHYSICAL. Physical feature. FEATURE. In this poem, in this stanza, the poet wonders whether his teacher will look like his mother or his grand here refers to grandfather, maybe grandmother. Okay, he does not know how his teacher will look like, so he's wondering, he's amazed, he's inquisitive, means he has this question coming into his mind whether his teacher will look like his mother or grandmother. Okay, moving on to the final one. I wonder if my puppy will wonder where I am. Okay, so he finally wonders whenever he goes to school whether his puppy refers to cute domesticated dog, isn't it? Some of you might be having a puppy at home, right? So similarly, the child in the poem also has a puppy, and he wonders whether his puppy will wonder where he goes. Okay, so this is how. So young children like you all, they are full of questions, isn't it? They wonder how things will work, these and that. So similarly, in this poem, this young child is full of questions about how his drawing will be, whether it will be good as the drawing done by his classmates, whether his classmates will like him or they will keep staring, looking at him, okay, not in a friendly manner, and whether his teacher will look like his mother or grandmother. He also wonders whether his puppy will wonder where he goes while he was at school. Okay, so this wonderful poem, full of wonder, is written by the poet called Eileen Fisher. Eileen, Eileen who? Fisher. Okay, class. I'm sure most of you are seeing this video with your book open by side for clarity and visibility and all. Okay. So in this poem class, we came across few new words. Some of the meanings of new words have already been discussed. Wonder, I told you what wonder is. Drawing means to draw something, isn't it? Using a pencil and then coloring them. Stare also, I've told you the meaning. Grand could refer to grandmother, grandfather. Puppy also, I've told you the meaning. Domesticated, cute little dogs. Okay. So these are the new words we came across. Now, back at home, what you should all do, class, is you should read this poem again, recite this again, so that you don't have problem reading it. Okay, whenever your teachers ask you, you are able to recite it. Okay, to be able to recite is to tell the poem without even looking. So for that purpose, you have to learn it by heart and, try to tell it without looking. Okay, so what we'll do now is, we will once again read the poem quickly and you will all repeat after me, and then we will take a quick look at the exercises. Okay. First day at school. Name of the poem. I wonder if my drawing will be as good as theirs. We are here. Okay, class. I'll just highlight things. I wonder. Just a second. if they will like me or just be full of stares. I wonder if my teacher will look like mom or gran. I wonder if my puppy will wonder where I am. Written by Eileen Fisher. Written by whom, class? Eileen Fisher. Okay, Eileen Fisher is the poet who has written this poem. So I have given you your duty already. You have to learn this poem by heart. Will you all be able to do that? I'm sure you will all be able to do that. Is it? So now we will move on to exercises. Okay. So let's take a quick look. Let's read. I wonder if the sea is blue. So this is what the child again wonders whether the sea is blue. Then there is reading is fun session. Okay. So what does the child in the poem think about? Yes. Yeah. What does the child in the poem think about his drawing? What does he think about his drawing, class? The child wonders whether his drawing will be as good as theirs, means his classmates. Okay. The child wonders, the answer is the child wonders whether his poem will be as good as his classmates. Moving on. What does the child wonder about his teacher? So what does the child wonder about his teacher? The child wonders whether his teacher will look like his mother or his grandmother, isn't it? And then, yeah, what is the answer, class? The child wonders whether his teacher will look like his mom, mother, or grandmom, or grandmother, or granny. We call her by a lot of names, isn't it? Then the third one. Do you think the child would like to carry his puppy to school? What do you think, class? Puppies are cute, nice and wonderful, but I don't think it will be a good idea to take puppy to school, isn't it? So we don't think that the child would carry. Okay. Now there is talking session. Class C, important part of English learning also carries talking. Okay, so let's talk. What shall we talk? Let's see. Do you remember your first day at school? If you have ever been to school since for the past almost 1 and 2 3 years, we have not seen school well, isn't it? It says, do you remember your first day at school? How did you feel? So most of you must have already attended the school for the first time, isn't it? So do you remember how your first day at school was? How did you feel? Did you feel angry like this creature here? Or did you feel shy? Means you were, not very confident of talking. You hold yourself and you were happy, smiling, full of life. Or you were sad. You have to choose your what? Choose the way you felt. Okay. So class, this you have to do on your own. When you entered your class, what did you like? So you have to write that whenever you enter your class, what did you like? Right? See, this is speaking based exercise, I believe. So you could practice speaking this with your parents also at home. Like your parents could ask you question like, when you entered your class, what did you like? You can say, I like the way charts were hung in the walls. I like the way teachers interacted with me. I like the lunch hours very well. This and that, right? Who was your first friend you made? So that is up to you to all answer. Okay. So moving on, what did you enjoy doing the most? So there'll be things you'll enjoy doing the most, isn't it? Some of you say we love PT classes. Some might say we enjoyed reading poems in the English session. So answers may vary. Means answers may be different. So then, what else do we have? Do you have a pet at home who waits for you to come back at school? Do you have a pet at home who waits for you to come back at school? This is for you to answer, isn't it? If you have a pet, you have to say yes. If you don't have to say that. Okay. Then there is acting session. See, now learning English is going to be full fun. there is active session also. So what is this active session? Let's act session, let's find out. Okay, you are asked to find a partner could be a friend or your helper, someone who's ready to take this activity alongside. Okay, find a partner. Let your partner pretend to be the teacher who welcome you to your class. So your partner could be the teacher who welcome you to your class. So when you go to school for the first time, how do your teachers welcome you? What do you mean by welcome? Welcome means to allow somebody to come in by making them feeling comfortable. Okay, so when you entered your school for the first time, the teacher might have welcome you, isn't it? Like, come on in, good morning, this is your first day, how you feeling, please come in, I'll introduce to your friends and so on, isn't it? Now you're asked to act out your first day at school class. If you have siblings at your home, maybe your elder sister, elder brother, or maybe with your parents also, you can try this activity, with one of you acting as the teacher, you as student, the teacher will welcome, and then you will act as the happy child. Happy child, right? One who's happy is a happy child. So asked to look at the picture, what are the children doing? Okay, so this part is about discussion and this picture is about this children. Okay, so what are we asked to do? Let's find out. You asked to look and what are the children doing? What do you think the children are doing? They might be playing something or talking, isn't it? So this is for you to discuss. If you have problem, we will be dealing with it again. So I guess overall we have discussed the poem and the questions abruptly, and there is not much of a doubt there, is it? So now again there is this, let's listen and sing. So listening and singing, class, I'll just read it for you. You devise a method to sing. Okay. Brush, brush, brush your teeth. Brush them every day. So here we are. Father, mother, brother, sister. Brush them every day. Isn't it? It's about brushing your teeth. Do you all brush your teeth? Yes, no? Come on, tell me. Yes, is it? If yes, it's a wonderful thing. But if you don't do it regularly, I want you to do it regularly. Otherwise, you will have cavities and decays in your teeth. Okay. You have to brush them every day. And comb your hair. Comb it every day. Father, mother, brother, sister, comb it every day. Wash your face. Wash it every day. Father, mother, brother, sister, wash it every day. So this is very simple. It tells you to brush your teeth, comb your hair, okay, and wash your face. Do it every day. So how many? Now let's write session. This also is to be done by you children. Writing is one important part of English. You have to practice that. Handwriting, these and that, it has to be up to the mark. Okay, not below par. So how many words can you make using letters from the words in the picture? So hippopotamus is the word. How many words can you make? We can make a lot of words, isn't it? You can make words like pot, isn't it? Then any other word? You can make word like must, M-U-S-T. So try and think of more words and try to list them on your own. Extract out as, oh, it's already written. Pot is already written. I said must also. So you have to find out the words and write it on your own. Consider this as homework or whatsoever you like. Do it on your own. Are we clear, class? Yes, fine. And see. Next session is about what? Circle what you can carry in your school bag. Now write the names of your things in the box below. See, you have to circle the things that you can carry inside or in your school bag. So what are the things we carry in our school bag? Do we carry ice cream? No. Do we carry ruler? Yes, we do. So do we carry books? Yes, we do. So you have to circle the things. Okay, class? So take quick look at the picture and circle the things. Okay. Do we carry pebbles? No, we don't, isn't it? So you asked to list them down. Okay, class? So with this, writing session also concludes. Now there are let's do session. What is this about? Let's find out. Okay. What are children doing? Choose the correct word from the ribbon and fill in. Very simple class. Do it on your own. What is the first child doing? Yes, eating breakfast. Second child riding bicycle. So do this on your own. Do it on your own. Okay. Very simple. And then finally you have a handwriting practice session class. Do it very neatly. Handwriting is a key for your standard. If you have good handwriting, you will progress as a student in days to come. Okay. So class, with this we come to the conclusion of today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. And you know what you can do is learn the poem well at home, like I've already said, and then try to recite it in the next time. It was wonderful to have shared the knowledge of this lesson with you all. Thank you, everyone. Keep learning, keep working hard, and remember to wash your hands, wear a mask whenever you go out. Do not go out unnecessarily. Do not go out unnecessarily. Take care of your health and your parents and yourself as well. Thank you, everyone. Have a great time. Thank you. Bye bye.